Good evening, YouTube. And thank you guys so much for joining us once again for another night of hot topics and social commentary. 9:30 on the dot. We are here and we're ready to get things started. So, first things first, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Press that big red button. It is free to do. So, be sure to do that for me. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. We want to see 5 thumbs up on this video. Also, make sure to leave us a comment. Let us know how you think we're doing or give us some suggestions on what you'd like to hear us discuss in the future. Also, make sure you press that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video on this here channel. And be sure to share my channel, share my videos, share it, share it, share it on all of your social media platforms so we can get the word out about JoJo Speaks. The crew is back. Jennifer and Mike are here tonight. What's going on, y'all?
Hi.
Hey.
Hello. I'm so used to hearing that audience clapping when I
Let me
introduce
see
you
which one it
guys.
is.
Oh Lord,
That's not
not
it.
There it goes. All right. First big topic that we want to discuss is this thing going on between Monique and DL Hughley. So apparently both DL Hughley and Monique were scheduled to perform in Detroit at the Fox Theater this past weekend. And apparently, from Monique's perspective, she was to be listed as the headliner for the show. Of course, the headliner will be the last person to hit the stage off of a roster of comedians that will be performing at a said event. So she was saying that she was supposed to be the headliner. She said that it was in her contract that she would be the headliner. And somehow DL Hughley eventually ended up being the last one to perform on that night. And I found it very interesting that we saw a video of Monique's response to it, but we didn't see what DL said on stage afterwards. I'm assuming that he didn't address.
DL didn't perform.
Oh, he didn't perform. Okay. So I didn't know what was happening with that. So, Jennifer, you got a question?
Well, first of all, Regina said, "Hey, y'all."
Hey, Regina.
How you doing?
So he didn't go on stage at all that night. Like,
no, DL said it's such an issue. I'll just let her go perform, and I won't perform at all.
Oh wow! So that's something that I didn't know.
He recently bowed out and left.
Okay, all
that's
right.
why Monique was going off so bad on stage.
Gotcha. All right, so that makes sense. So yeah, I wouldn't expect him to go on. I don't know if I would expect
after
him
all
to.
that foolishness,
I wouldn't either. So because everyone's going to be expecting for him to clap back at Monique.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I've been watching. Trust me, I've been watching this case.
But yes, so DL responded. He responded with Monique playing what was her name in that
Precious Mama.
Precious Mother.
Precious Mama. And he said, apparently Precious was an autobiography. Tyler Perry was the problem, Oprah was the problem, Netflix was the problem. Now I'm the problem. Who's next? So Monique went on stage and she was just touting how much bigger of a star she was, how much better of a comedian that she was, stating that she headlined the Queens of Comedy tour and he was opening the Kings of Comedy tour. Just flexing her muscles and saying that she was better than he was. What do you guys think about this issue? Monique is at it again, y'all.
Monique is at it again. It's one time too soon for for her to be at it. Now, I'm going to be honest. I think Monique should have headlined the show, period. It should have been in both contracts. But that still does not give you the right to act like you big boss around these parts of town, like you just didn't get your apology last week.
Right.
Okay. Also, I saw DL's contract.
Oh.
He put it on the internet. You know, the Shade Room was on it.
Of course.
And his did say headline. It did say headline, but then I saw Monique's contract. She posted it. Hers did say headline also, but hers also said it was written by her company. The else was written by Monique's company. So, somebody Tank was also in the comments. And somebody asked Tank, can a celebrity have their own company write up the contract? And he like, yes, finally do that to make sure they can get everything in order. So I really think it's not the artist. I think it's the people maybe who is the
The promoters.
The promoters, correct. I
Right.
think it's the promoters who needs to stand up and answer this question. But anyway, I think Monique was definitely wrong. She talked about how DL Hughley's wife married a download man. That's what DL stands for.
Mm-hmm.
She talked about DL Hughley having a dog, like a I think of the kind of dog people have when they like need a dog. Anywho, but it was
Yeah.
a dog that their dad gave or something like that. He named it to the dog or something. His dad passed away, something like that. It was just so much Monique was saying about this man calling him a coon on stage. It just was like so nasty. And then the thing afterwards, you go on live and try to explain all this stuff by using, "Oh my babies, I stand on the shoulders of these wonderful women who." This again has shit to do with them at all. This is about your attitude, and it just irks me. And it's getting. I mean, I like you, but you're trying to turn me into a hater. I'm not a hater, but not being a thing anymore. It's getting to the point where it's like little girl crying wolf. Like everybody can't be doing you wrong. And 50 Cent, you put her on this show. You better watch out, because the moment you do her wrong, you gonna be next on stage talking about how you a coon and how you're not for the women. And I stand on these. Girl, shut up.
I would like to see 50 Cent go at Monique, though. That would be that would be a battle.
Well, people on her comments are like, she got a lot of people that like, go girl, I'm on your side. No, boo, boo, boo. Because no, black men don't know how to treat black women. Monique doing those people, and then you have people who just being fucking real. Girl, you always complain about something. It's nothing not going your way. You always complaining. It's nothing. Then she got the nerve to say, y'all said y'all dedicated me to y'all auntie. I didn't ask for the title. Y'all gave it to me. So I'm on doing what. Girl, we didn't should have been none of our aunties. We had those already. They're designed to us by blood.
This is true. I do have aunties with an S. Monique says, "No mo, Monique. Girl,
that's not
bye."
Monique. Me and Regina says.
Regina.
I really feel Monique needs to take some time to just calm down. It's like, first of all, not everything's that big of a fight to have to totally trash somebody's name.
Right.
And all I can say is that DL is right. If it ain't me, who's going to be next? And then we, just like you said, just got an apology last week. Now you're over here proving to people yet again why you're not to be trusted. And D.L.
Exactly.
Hughley even said that everyone said not to work with you.
But
I wasn't going to work with you.
Mm.
But I said, I'm just going to work with you. And this is what happened when he decided to work with you.
Right.
After all that, he decided to work with you finally.
This is what means when your heart say don't do it, but your body say just give it another chance. Follow your heart, people.
Yeah,
exactly.
And Regina said,
"Girl, 50 Cent would drag her in his clap backs. 50 gives good juicy claps too. I mean juicy. Daddy wouldn't have said to 50 Cent say something, okay?
Okay, child.
She sure wants 50.
And for me, it's like, when she was kind of saying, I headline the Queens of Comedy, you were an opener. Like, I was kind of feeling her on a couple of those points, because I feel as though, because I am somewhat of a Monique fan, I do big her up. To me, she is a bigger star in general than DL is. However, she was still dead wrong for doing what she did. And I absolutely hate when women throw Black men's sexuality up into their face and try to say that they're something that they are not. To accuse someone of being something other than heterosexual when they have not told you that they are something other than heterosexual, just to put that person down, that just perpetuates the issue that the Black community has with the LGBTQ plus community. And although you may have some gay friends, my best friend is a gay man, but if you're still in the same breath putting down someone for being gay or being on the DL, as she said, then you're a part of the problem. So, I know Monique does support the LGBTQ plus community, but for her to say that on stage, that was the lowest of the lowest blow.
The lowest of the lowest blow. I mean, just the whole go off, like, and people saying, she talk about the whole show, like she barely did a joke, and she, like, girl, nobody want to hear you complain the whole show. We have real life issues going. We pay our hard earned money to see people make a joke and laugh. We don't want to see you talk about somebody else the whole show.
Right. And, you know, as far as her set is concerned, her set was probably 30 to 45 minutes long. And you
45
know that she
minutes.
had a set routine for that set. How much of that routine do you think she actually was able to get into?
Probably
Or was she just
zero.
ranting and raving her entire set for that show? And I'll be like, I did not pay money to see you going in on this man.
I like the fat Monique better because this skinny
Ooh,
one, girl.
the skinny
Child.
one that be dancing all the time.
Right. And,
Right.
you know, I think we really have to point out that it seems like her husband is the problem. We
Well,
did
he
not
was
have
sitting on
any of
live with her
Right.
in the
We did
back.
not have any of this foolishness going on before she got married to that man. And to me, for him to be an outsider to come into this industry and be like, oh, we got to do things, we're going to do things our way. It's our way or no way. And that's how you're going to ruin Monique's career. And Whoopi told Monique when she went to The View, your husband is an issue. But of course, she didn't want to hear that. And she took offense to that. So,
So
I
you know what the
mean,
problem is?
go ahead.
When she has an issue with people actually telling her the truth. She wants to have yes ma'am in her corner. And
Right.
that's the issue for anybody. If you want to have nothing but nobody telling you, yes, you're right, yes, go girl, yes, auntie, then you're never gonna hear the truth. No
Never.
matter what shoulders you stand on. And
Ooh,
girl, you ain't that damn small to stand on nobody's shoulders, to be
ooh.
honest. So let it
Wow.
go, girl.
But
Regina said that shows her own insecurities when she makes false claims against someone and be trying to shame them. Correct.
right. And to me, like I was saying in the Juice Talking radio show, Monique just wants to be proven right. She wants to be right. She just wants to be right. And I really think she's looking for validation. And I don't think she's ever going to get the validation that she is looking for. Because the thing is, like, the whole world is watching you, Monique, and you see how many people are backing you up in the public eye. And that
Zero.
should tell you a lot. That
A
should tell
lot.
you a lot.
Even
None
if
of
you
your
weren't a bad person to work with,
right.
people are gonna look at you like, I ain't messing with her because if I do something wrong, she don't like, I'll be blasted on next. Mm-mm.
Oh, wow. Regina just said she does not represent me as a Black woman.
She does not. And I just don't like. It just irks my nerves. More than even the sexuality thing, it just irks my nerves how my loves and my babies and I'm just
Girl.
like, girl, you're doing
Right.
such negative things, and you kind of say in a way you're kind of sending.
Right. She's
That
And
is.
covering
that
it.
irks me. Yes,
She's
it's
covering it
love.
up with what she calls is love. But like I said, like I said in the last show, she's sounding like those Christians who like to talk about gay people and be like, you know, you're going to hell, but they still want to smile in your face. There's a specific gospel singer that I'm not going to name, but she is famous for doing
Can I?
that.
Can I?
Go ahead,
Please.
Jennifer.
Are you talking about Kimberell?
Of course. So, you
Woo!
know, when
Arrest me,
those people
bitch.
try to tell you like about yourself and they still smile in your face, like, I still love you. And
No, you
that is
don't.
not genuine
It's
at
not
all,
You're going to hell.
whatsoever.
at all. And I
And
can
it's
see
like, I
right through
want to
it.
say that you have the right intentions, but at the end of the day, I don't believe you have the right intentions if you're
You
still
don't.
going to tell another person where they're going for eternity and try to tell them about their lives when you know nothing about it. So,
Even
you
if you
know,
even if you cover shit up with air freshener and smiles and kisses, it still smells like shit.
at the end of the day, that air freshener smell is going to go away, and
And
that
never stay.
stank smell will linger on.
Regina
Melissa,
says she showed some signs of childhood drama. Yes, we all know she actually does have childhood drama.
Well, we do know that she was sexually molested by her brother, and that's one of the things that she had against Monique. That's one of the things she had against Oprah because Oprah actually had her brother on her show, and she invited Monique to be a part of the show. And Monique told Oprah specifically that she did not want her brother on her show. So that's what really started off her thing that she had against Oprah. But you know,
But
it is what
that's
it
her
is.
show. She can do whatever she want to. But
Exactly.
Regina says I can't tolerate Kimberell mouth. Ugh.
I don't
ugh.
know who can, but
I,
anyways,
I was happy when she fell down.
child. But anyways, we hope that we'll see where this goes from here. Let's just say that. But anyways, in other news, we have a lawsuit that is being brought on to one of our favorite peaches, Miss Nene Leakes. She is being sued by the estranged wife of her boyfriend for alienation of affection. This is not a common lawsuit that goes along. I believe there are only two states who have this law. North Carolina is one of them. I do not know what the other one was. Fantasia faced this same lawsuit against the wife of her baby's daddy, I believe.
But she
And
knew about
so
hers though.
yeah, um, so yeah, with Antoine Cook, with that whole situation. So
And had a
Nene
baby.
Leakes is being
No, that's
sued.
the only reason why I know that man name, because she tattooed his name right here. It's like, Lord
It's
Jesus.
gone now
And
though.
the only way I know his name is because I watch Got to Be Real on the regular. And Beyonce said, "Well, you took Antoine Cook from his son." So it is what it is. But yeah, do you think
Yo,
Miss Strange wife is going to be successful in her lawsuit?
before we get to the lawsuit, it was a status on Facebook yesterday or today talking about Fantasia. Said, yeah, remember when Fantasia said she scribbled S and O's in her notebook? What that's the only thing she knew how to do. I just bust out
Oh
laughing.
Lord.
But anywho, I think
I mean, it is a thought. Oh, Lord Jesus.
but I think this
Oh,
lawsuit,
no.
I think this lawsuit is the dumbest lawsuit I have ever heard in my life. My thing is,
It can work.
it only will work if Nene knew about you before and she said, okay, I'm still gonna date you. But I feel like it's really not the woman's fault it's your husband's fault to be going off and dating somebody else.
That's true. I would agree with that.
I agree.
Now, at the same time, I see how she can win this case because Nene is a willing participant. Do I believe that Nene didn't know that he was married? I don't believe that. I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
think no,
Nene.
I don't think she knew.
I'm thinking that she probably knew. I
And
don't think
you,
she had no idea for Nene Leaks to be pursuing a man and for her to have no idea that he's married.
I don't think
It's
she just lost her
possible.
husband. I don't think that's the furthest thing for her mind is think about your whole background and stuff. I really feel like, and then I just said to myself like Nene hasn't posted lately with this man lately, and then this also came out. But not to close your legs to married men. I don't think she would really be
That's true.
I don't think she really would be dating somebody who's married. And my thing is also, let's say you're separated.
Mhm.
I think you're free of the game to date somebody whoever you want to when you're separated. That's just my opinion, Jennifer. Uh,
Well, no, I'm thinking legally.
I'm
Right.
In
speaking
this
about
case.
illegally in my home where I pay my bills and lay down by myself. If I'm separated, I think I can easily go out there to the bar or to Walmart and to wherever I want to and
But
find
if
me
you're
somebody that come home and
okay,
I'm
if you're
back
in
to
one of
playing.
those states, they can use that against you because you're not
They won't
spotted.
know.
Well, um, yeah, that's if you're basically dating somebody that's famous and they're posting you. Of course, they'll figure it out
Oh, well,
eventually.
that's different, yeah.
But
But
Right.
I don't know.
Regina
I think she
said
should. It,
Regina said Fantasia had to pay, so need to get ready to fork over the funds.
but how much
Right.
you think? How much Petition have to pay?
It
Well,
wasn't a
I think
student.
my mother said that she was suing for $300,000, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
you need to get that too. That's like $200 to us.
Yeah, it's nowhere near a million though. So if she's not going to be taking all Nene's
I will
money.
make him pay it.
Okay, that's your fault.
Okay.
Nene,
Nene do something. She had to. She's too intelligent to not have dug into us. And then also,
That's what I'm
people.
saying. That's what
You know,
I'm
you might be
saying.
right because even when you're a celebrity, people be all in your DMs telling you everything. Mama Joyce didn't tell you, Nene, because she know everything about them streets. Okay.
Right. Because if anything, Mama Joyce's ears is
Okay.
linked to the streets. Okay.
the streets. Okay,
The streets. Okay.
too much.
Well, I hope this works out for Nene because I really do like Nene, and I feel like her and Monique also have something in common, but she doesn't do it as far as Monique goes. I feel like Nene does cry wolf sometimes also, but I think because she's really hurt and I think she hurt by a friend.
Mm.
We'll
Yeah.
get into that today, but I wish them nothing but the best. And Miss Regina said Nene paying.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm sorry. I put it,
Nene paying that lawsuit would be like her paying
and she didn't.
Benz,
All
a
right.
piece of a plate from this ticket.
But
It'd be
I'm
Right.
just hoping that she still has income. That's all. Cause I just hate for her not to be on the level that she was on.
Well, she is going to be a part of the cast of College Hill Celebrity on
Yeah, I see
BET.
how that's
So
gonna go. With
I don't
Lamar
know when
Wait,
Odom
that
and
wait, slow down. What is that?
they're
yeah,
doing a celebrity edition of College Hill. I don't know why they're calling it College Hill when they're
yeah,
having celebrities who are older than college age being on
really
it.
older.
But Lamar
Lamar
Odom is
Odom.
going to be on it. I don't know any of the other people, but Lamar Odom and Nene
Lamar's
Leakes are the
not
only
bad.
right. Yeah,
I
he's not
think it's
there. I
gonna be.
actually like Lamar.
I do it too, and I think you know what? I think he has some problems in his life, but I really think he'll make a good man.
I
Yeah,
think
Now,
so too.
he
Like,
just had to learn some
so
lessons.
we see
yeah,
each other.
yeah, we yes, we see each other. Because
Okay,
yeah, I really like Lamar.
I do
When
too.
he was having his interview about Chloe and how he was so distraught about the way that he messed that up. Like he's a good like to me, he seems like a good
And he
man.
took accountability. That
Yes.
for me
So, something that a
is
lot of these black men
yes,
don't like to do.
yes.
Okay, I think this is the update.
Mimi paying this lawsuit would be like her paying a culture to buy a spouse. Like the African culture when you have to buy a cow and other stuff.
Like a dowry and
Wow.
a cow and other stuff. Yes, a
Right.
cow, a goat, and all that other stuff. But
Yeah, but she'll make him pay it. But you know, I really have them. I haven't seen them been posting. So maybe she didn't know.
in
And
a
she found
while.
out. You got a wife.
Maybe.
So and this
Uh,
will be good for TV. We need her. We need the
okay.
jojoSPEAKS back.
But
Right.
it ain't coming from Bravo. That's all we know.
Okay,
Well,
because
Monique
Andy
coming
is
Because
from
deep.
Bravo
Bravo.
said, I'm gonna keep her name out my mouth.
No, it would be
Right.
good tea. Letitia leaks.
The Nethia leaks, yeah.
Letitia leaks.
Lenithia.
Let
Yes.
go there with another show, live show.
Mm-hmm.
Take Lisa Wu with
Okay.
you.
Mm.
Lisa Wu, she's entertaining.
Yes. Have some old peaches make some comebacks like Eva. Make some cameos. Don't give them a peach stone. Give them cameos.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe
that's it.
Shamari. I like Shamari.
And you
No.
kick
Oh.
Bravo ratings out.
Shamar be trying too hard.
Yeah,
I'm
she gonna be a
sorry.
cameo, but not a peach.
No, she can't sing.
Cause no, but she's a good partner to go out with though. I'll get told with her.
Yeah, yeah. Child,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, on to the next topic. So we have the conclusion of the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case. Johnny Depp was awarded $15 million. Amber Heard was awarded $2 million on her lawsuit. Um, I don't think anyone is surprised at the outcome of this. I saw some video of Johnny Depp arriving at the courts like a week ago, and then of course he had his fans screaming and whatnot. And when Amber Heard
Yes.
arrived, they were all boo.
You know
Yeah.
what? I think I was the only one in America who don't know what the hell going on. What happens?
Well, Amber Heard initially made some claims to a newspaper concerning her relationship with Johnny Depp, saying that
She
he
wrote a
had
whole
abused
op-ed
her,
about it.
well, a whole op-ed about Johnny Depp abusing her. So therefore, in return, Johnny Depp then sued her for defamation for $50
As
million
should.
in response to her in response to her op-ed that she made about him, basically saying that he's lost jobs and he's lost money because of the reputation that he has,
And he never
um,
touched her like
and
that.
he never touched her. So he sued her for $50 million for defamation, basically saying that he was something that he wasn't.
And he
I'm
said he
very
won
happy.
15 million.
Right. He
15
won
million.
50. He sued for
And
50, but he received 15 million. The
she
jury.
won 2 million.
She won
Yeah,
2
for
million in a
So she got a
countersuit.
countersuit.
so she got to pay 13 million.
Yes.
Right.
And this is the thing though, Mike, if you just like go down a rabbit hole on YouTube, just look at some of the Amber Heard like videos and stuff. There's so many Amber Heard memes. She pooped in his bed, Mike.
On
But
purpose.
for real
A
poop.
whole turd. That's why I was calling her Amber Turd for a while because she pooped in the man's
You
bed.
know what?
She said, didn't she say it was supposed to be a joke?
That's what she
That's
said.
not funny.
They even had to test it to make sure that it was human poop and not dog poop, just to show like she's the one pooping in the bed or whatever. And what else? You should like the recordings. First of all, they both crazy. That's just number one. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But she is like just has this maniacal laugh going and even saying things to him like, you tell the world, you tell them that you've been beaten and look who's and think, who's going to believe you, basically.
Hmm.
She actually said those things. It's crazy.
You know, and I don't want to sound like this because I wish this stuff doesn't even happen where people lie on somebody that
Yeah,
can ruin their whole name. But I want, it's all this Me Too movement where all the men are going down. Now, if you really did these things, you should go down.
absolutely.
I wish it was going down real time instead of like 15, 17, 18, 20 years later. But um, for all the women making accusations about men and it's not true, I wish men would not just let it go and really do what Johnny Depp did because
Right.
Agreed.
then less women will be doing it. Like, 'cause it's ridiculous.
Right. When they know they
Yes.
got to pay up, they'll think twice before putting that op-ed out about you.
Craziness. Regina said, Carlos King need to bring the wife and Nene on the platform, and just for giggles, bring back Peter.
Child. Oh,
She said,
that will hurt Cynthia. I know that.
okay, and she also says, y'all pray for Amber. This is going to be bad for her mentally. To be honest, Regina, she needed the prayer and mental assistance way before she even stepped into that courtroom.
Way before.
Well, that was her fault
Way
though.
before. It is. Like there nobody came on her behalf, Mike. No friends came to see her through this whole thing. Her sister was there and a girlfriend of hers was
It's
there.
something like they knew they was lying already.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
her sister, you can see she looked like she's afraid of Amber. Her sister looked like she's afraid
Oh,
of her. Apparently it came out that she put hands on her sister, of course. And Regina also says, "Poor Johnny. What other things he had to deal with in that house? It is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. That I will have to say, unfortunately, this was the most entertaining court lawsuit that I've ever watched. Okay, it was
right.
hilarious. That girl was acting. You hear me? Acting on stage. So let's say somebody ask somebody her ask her something or whatever, she would just go to explain and she start crying. And then they say objection, and as they're waiting to figure out whether or not the objection is sustained or not, she's like this.
Yeah.
Then they get started with then they get started with the question again.
She go to bubbling again,
Did a
bubbling,
Dylan
crying.
No tears.
Rootmore?
Child. Like
My
them.
dog stepped on a bee. And she was literally said that her dog stepped on a bee as one of the traumatic things happening in her life at the time.
Wow. I'm guessing the
Next
dog got
caller.
stung by the bee too.
Yeah, I guess, child. But God bless
Mm,
her, and long live Johnny Depp. You know what I'm saying? I hate this happened to him, but I'm just so happy about the vindication that he received in these
Yes.
moments, and he
right.
already has movie deals on the rink and on the horizon.
Line right on up. Johnny Depp was the first man that I felt attracted to while I was 6 or 7 years old. So he always gets an A-OK in my book. Okay.
We love Johnny Depp in this house. Well,
Yes, we
we
do.
love Johnny
Yes,
Depp. I
we
don't know how
do.
Mike feel about him, but God bless him as well.
Right. Yeah. Cry Baby is a great film that Johnny Depp was in, directed by John Waters. That's the first time I ever saw Johnny Depp. And I thought he was the most beautiful man ever.
He
Anyways,
he looked it real good.
he looked perfect in that movie, like
He
perfect,
did.
his hair, his skin, like everything. Oh, anyways, so Jada Pickett Smith, earlier this week, she went on to Reddit Table Talk, and
Woo!
she um somewhat addressed the issue of what happened at the Oscars. She mainly said that these two men hopefully can come together and have a conversation so we can move forward. And then she went into an entire show about alopecia. I felt as though with her doing this, she's trying to sweep the Oscars underneath the rug as far as she personally is concerned. I think she's trying to take herself out of the equation and get back to the show as regularly scheduled. That's at least what I see from this. Are you guys seeing the same thing?
You know what I really hate about celebrities sometimes?
What do you hate, hon?
And she did exactly what I hate. The number one thing, the whole interview.
Yeah.
I am so sorry that this here was such a traumatic incident. I really hope these two are pre-written.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I cannot stand that. I really, because
Those
you know it's not
pre-written
from your heart,
statement.
and it's not from your heart at all. Just from your eyes to your lips.
Right. It's not
Okay.
genuine.
Like it's not genuine, and you could, and I felt like you shouldn't even try to make it genuine at all. It sounded so pre-rehearsed. Like, oh my God. So I didn't believe none of it, and nobody in the comments did either.
Yeah, girl,
and
we don't believe you.
we don't believe
Right.
you. And then the thing was, what Red Table Talk for me, I don't watch it on a regular basis, but I feel like it's more of a, for you being, let's be real, let's be open, Black people. But you sit there and did a rehearsed line. I just felt like he wasn't real at all. And I think it was just best for you to not even do anything at all, not just let it go.
Right.
For me, like, girl, it's your fucking fault.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly. Yeah. And for me, it's like, I feel as though the fact that Chris didn't even know that she had alopecia should sweep everything
She
over.
don't have it.
So, Mike said something I've been thinking for a minute, but let me just give Regina's comments really quickly before I move forward. Amber and Monique need to sit at a table together. And she also said Pirates of the Caribbean are my absolute favorite movies. Absolutely. But I haven't seen a bald spot on her head like
Not me.
ever.
Mhm.
And it's one thing to have everything shaved down, super shaved down, but she always had the little bit of a shadow there,
Low
no matter
fade.
what. I have yet to see one patch.
Not
That's
one.
all I'm saying. That's
And
all
what
I'm saying. Not saying that it's not true. I'm just saying what I have not seen.
she might have alopecia in
Gotcha.
her family, but she ain't got it. Because people with
Woo!
alopecia, I mean, their hair is smooth bald, okay? And it's
Okay.
spotty.
No hair.
No
Period.
hair.
No
I've seen some
hair.
talks where people have those spots, they have to make a braid over it and everything.
Yes.
If she let her hair grow, she'll have an afro like Florida.
Oh, let's keep it funky. And
So
Regina
she ain't
said,
got the alopecia.
Regina said, I think at this point the red table wants to leave the house too.
Okay.
Yes, Regina for that.
But let me tell y'all, like, I hated that she put it all on Will and Chris.
Oh,
Right. Trying to
Lord.
take herself out the equation.
She did her best to take herself out of the equation. It's like, but this is what marriage is, you know what I'm saying? For them,
Right.
that's what marriage is. Marriage means not taking up for my husband or trying to help be accountable as much as possible and not realizing how much my husband has an effect on my house. That's what marriage is for her, not for me.
Okay.
I would
I
not
said,
let
what?
for
Okay.
her, because I said it back when we started talking about it. I'll say it again. I would have never let Tyrone embarrass himself like that to slap
Mhm.
somebody
And even
on
if he
such
did
a
it without,
mistake.
you had no control over it, he would have been apologizing that same day
Yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
that stage to him also.
Yeah,
Right.
and then y'all would see me saying,
Right. You would see some type of reaction from the wife to make him sit his behind down.
Let's go.
Yes.
and no, we
Let's
would have had
go.
to leave or something like that because we ain't having this, not today.
Not on
Okay,
national
I
TV.
don't care. But
Okay.
see, that's why when you look at it, you see both of them laugh at him. Laugh at first. She look at him, and then it's like, oh, it's a problem. You want this to be a problem? Okay,
Right.
let me get up and
Yeah.
make it a problem.
Let me
You know what
make
I'm
it a
saying?
problem.
Let me make it
Exactly.
a problem.
Exactly.
Regina said she may have alopecia on her peach. Anyway, so
Yes.
Regina. Anyway, so I would not dare put my husband in that position. And then she left him out on a limb.
Left
She
both
did.
of them. Well, that's bitch my husband.
That- You should at least be with your husband. She left that man out on a limb. And
She
that
left
is disgusting.
she left him out on a limb like Justin Timberlake let Janet out on a limb
Well,
back in
Exactly.
he had no
That
2004.
ties with
stupid
her. At
dad.
least they are married with kids. He had no
Oh,
ties to Jennifer or
right.
her.
Exactly.
But no,
But
I would even if you say, you know what, you guys, I'm just gonna be real. I am so sorry what happened to Chris. And sometimes, ladies, sometimes we have to make sure that we hold ourselves accountable. You know, if I would have not, you know, if my husband, if she could have said something to the fact where, yes, she took her part in it, but also this is still not a way to react. And I really
Yeah.
hope if she would have said that some kind of accountability, I would have been okay with it.
But
right.
she
Just
don't
an
even
She
speak
ounce
still
like
of it. She didn't
she
do
don't even
nothing.
speak like a married woman. She doesn't
she
give a we. You know what I'm
and,
saying?
and she still hasn't acknowledged the fact that Will did something wrong. She still
Right,
hasn't
because
acknowledged that at all.
Because she allowed it. She
Right.
arranged it.
She
in the real world,
arranged it. That's
and
right.
especially like right now, after all these shootings have now come about, and y'all they shooting now like it's like, and it's not even talked about. It seems like it's normal now. Every week is a shooting now.
Mm.
Every week. There was just a shooting yesterday at a hospital. No,
Yes,
was it today or yesterday?
yesterday.
It
Yesterday
was
at a
yesterday
hospital.
at a
Yeah.
hospital in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And apparently the man, he shot himself, but apparently the man was going to shoot a doctor who was treating him and apparently
Or
wasn't able to
back pain
fix
or something
whatever
like
issue
that,
that he had. Yeah, back problems. So yeah,
and
it's
blaming it on the pain. Oh
right.
my God,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
It's crazy, but
Jada,
hopefully
sit your ass down. Don't talk no more about
Basically,
nothing
please
about
leave us
Will.
alone.
Leave Will
r-
out of this thing, and
Leave us alone. Unless
leave,
you come in to his defense and saying, you know what, I shouldn't have let that happen. That's what you should have said.
you remember back in the day, you guys, when Mikhail had the people sitting down in the audience.
Yes.
I
yeah,
think
Um,
Not
which-
Jennifer,
and to have a seat.
Monique
yeah, have
need to
several
have
seats,
need to get the whole first row,
whatever.
Have a
and
seat.
Jada need to be right behind her.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Have
Yeah, that's
a seat. Like we don't want to hear it no more.
We
Like
don't.
I'm
we
good.
really don't.
I'm
We're tired
good.
of it.
If you're gonna make an excuse for everything, we don't want to hear. It's so much stuff going on in the world. I don't want to hear a celebrity
Come on.
who already does not even have accountability going on. Like you set this whole man on live TV in front of an audience full of white people, and you were set to even accept your award, stay there in the entire show, leave, didn't even get punished. That's one thing that already pissed me off. Because if I explain my job, I'm like,
Oh
I'm
we
fired,
Right.
and
Exactly.
I'm let go. I mean, and I'm gotta go to jail probably.
probably.
Ciao.
Bang bang
That's what
from
Yeah.
Mr.
said.
T.D. McCullough.
Hey Ty, welcome.
But yeah, I just wish that Jada would take accountability because I feel as though Will has somewhat with the apology that he
Absolutely.
sent,
No.
but Jada is still acting as if she is innocent, and I feel
She
as
had
though
nothing to do.
she feels like people don't see there's any fault in her, so she feels like she doesn't have to apologize for anything.
Well,
But
when
is
you
And
that
have
that's
so many yes
narcissism?
men people around you, then of course you're not see nobody no fault around what you did.
Is that
right.
narcissism?
It is. That's what I think it is.
It irks my nerves. I would end a friendship over this stuff like this.
You a
Right.
child. It's like you let him do what?
Yeah. But she did it because she knew he would do it. She knew the power that she had over that man, and she knew like if I give him that look, he is going to take action.
Well, she smiled
That's
about it. She was laughing about it because if
She
your husband, like Jennifer said, if my husband would have said that one time, I would have been looking like him like motherfucker. What are you doing?
What are you
right.
You embarrassing us, not just you.
us? You're embarrassing the house.
And then the thing was making sad, black women, not all. Oh my God, protect black women. Oh, he did something. Girl, bye. He did not do that. Okay.
No,
Right.
but just like I said, that's the thought of a single black woman. If
Right.
you have the mentality of a married black woman, it should never get to that. It should never get to that because if you guys are securing what you have, and then, ma'am, you are an adult. if you feel a way about your alopecia, and I'm using that real loosely,
Okay.
you should be able to get past that and like yoke them up later on in the after party that y'all all gonna be at anyway. You know what I'm saying? It
I
doesn't
would
have.
adopt to confirm that alopecia statement.
Agreed.
Child. But
Agreed.
yes, this saga will definitely continue whether we pay attention or not. It will definitely go on. So somebody want to read that comment before we get into social commentary?
Jada, throw away that red table and pick up a bottle.
Thanks for coming. Oh, one more.
Jada is using her hair conditioner as an excuse to call attention to her innocence.
I agree with
The
that.
lack of
I will
innocence,
say it.
yes.
Or the lack
Yes.
of
Right, like thereof.
Well, then
Right.
people with
So
alopecia, though, don't they get it usually? I know people who had alopecia and they started in high school.
well, you can get it really at any age. It
I've
just
seen it
it,
at
it
all
just
ages.
comes on. But once
50.
again, it's patches of hair. That's what I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, she's got low
Like,
fade.
yeah, I learned about it. But see, that's the problem with her low fade. She actually has something to fade. I
You can
don't
see
see
the
any
hair
spots.
still.
Yeah.
She will still have spots. She has hair.
Mm.
You liar. We was rooting for you. We was all rooting for you. How dare you?
You're a liar, a cheater, a deceiver,
Heartbreak.
heartbreaker, and I
Heartbreaker.
won't.
Oh, man,
I want it all. You're
you're nothing but.
What
nothing
what did
but.
what did Tim
Speaking of
Turner say?
R&B
I don't
singers,
want you, I don't want you, I don't want you, I don't
she
want you. I heard her. I heard her.
I heard her. She called me, hey girl, you pick up the phone.
Well, that girl can act, okay? Get up for
Come on, Angela
Okay.
Bassett. We
Angela
love you
Bassett,
forever.
okay?
Oh,
Angela Bassett get a
Tyrone,
place
no,
for
you
90,
did not.
80, 30. Jada is a witch.
Oh,
And I'm gonna say what he wants
Lord.
to say. Jada is a I
Huh?
ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say
I
it.
don't know. She may be both.
Right.
Anywho,
Ooh,
Jennifer, you want
drops
to
ball.
introduce our social commentary topic for tonight?
yes. So Jada Bell, what are you talking about? So we went, me and my brother.
Jezebel.
I think he Jezebel, like, oh, Jezebel, like Jada Bell.
Right.
Got it, Tyrone. You're such a genius.
He is, isn't he?
Anywho, he is. So I was talking, I was talking to my brother Jonathan.
Who?
Him right here, Jonathan, that's my brother.
Yes.
And I was, mentioning how, I was looking at how Usher has all these videos of him skating now. He learned how to skate for for his Vegas show, and now he's doing a lot more skating. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, this is my new lane now. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to make sure Jonathan knew that I don't like Usher.
You don't like Usher?
I don't like Usher. I really enjoy a lot.
Angela Baker.
I really
The
enjoy a
Vegas
lot of
too.
his music, Usher, but I don't like Usher the man.
Why don't you like Usher the man? Just go ahead, speak on it, Jan. Speak on it. Oh, hold on. Let's not talk about that. That's a whole bunch of
Okay.
show. I'm sorry. See
Speaking
what a nap does before you go live.
yeah, you just
Right.
But anywho, yeah, I don't like him because I'll tell you where it kind of started.
Okay.
Knowing that he does his thing, with women's and stuff sexually and things of that nature. For all we know, it just sounds like he may have herpes and stuff, but just seems like so many things have been going under the radar. Cool. If
Bye, Jan. Bye. I'm
Oh!
going.
You may have we can still love on you even though you have, a sexually transmitted disease or anything like that. So that's cool or whatever. But this was the last straw for me because he does treat people weird. And also when people come out with accusations, they get paid under the rug. So there has to be because out of nowhere, these people that's been talking really big, really bold are all of a sudden not talking anymore. Of course, so they keep making their money, right? So let's see okay, Regina said Usher like big girls and cougar.
But no, you know what? I was on his page I was on Usher's page the other day, and he has a whole wife now.
Wife.
And 2 more kids that we didn't know about.
And you know, it's better that he keeps it that way. But Taro said Raymond is a creep. Mr. Raymond is a creep.
Oh,
But this is what messed me up like totally. I figured he had these tendencies, but when it finally came out, I was like, okay, I'm over him and I'm just only like listening to his music. Anywho, so when uh what's his name? I'm about to say TD Jakes. When T Pain
mm.
was, you know, telling his story about how when Usher was on the plane with him and he told T Pain that him and his auto tune ruined music.
I think he said it. They effed up music.
Yeah, effed up music. And that really did something to him,
It
to
did.
T-Pain. And it's like, wow, that's crazy. And you know, we can't really fault Usher for not apologizing because, you know, maybe I'm pretty sure T-Pain never said how much that it really affected him. So after that came out, people were like, you know, hey Usher, did you hear what was said? And he said, yeah. And so it's like, yeah, I apologize. Cool. And then it came out with Usher saying, yeah, we spoke to him, you know, we talked or whatever, and everything's cool. Literally within the next few days, T-Pain was being interviewed again. And they're saying, oh, so, you know, we hear that everything has been taken care of with Usher and everything's like, no, no, that's not what happened. He I texted him, I reached out to him, he never called me back.
Mm.
So that really was like, hold on, wait, like what's the point? There's nothing wrong with saying that I never got in touch with him. But of course, people have to say what they feel that they need to say to look the best, right? So
Right.
when so then it went back and it's like, I guess I didn't talk to him. So those that's just one of the things. And also I was thinking about his music. All we know him is just the dude that likes sex and relationship stuff. That's it. We've never heard anything transparent from him outside of losing a lover, being with the lover, having sex with that lover. That's literally all his music. So when I think about T Pain, I actually connect with T Pain because there's this one song he has on Epiphany. At the end of Epiphany, that's it. That's his
Good CD.
one of his albums.
That's a
Where
good
Yeah.
album.
my lord, it's such a good album.
Yes, it
Hmm.
is.
The end of the album is this song called Sounds Bad. There's no auto tune, it's just drums, a full real band playing, and he's talking about a
A
really
bad
bad
day.
circumstances, but he's still calling it the best day of his life.
Hmm.
Hearing music like that really touches me. So that's why I've like that's even with Beyonce. Hold on, Mike. With Beyonce at first, her music was just a little shallow because she was young and all you heard about was, you know, all you heard about was, you know, the love and stuff like that. But when she goes into, you know, Beyonce,
Hmm.
when she gets older and mature, you're able to hear more. Just her really talking about her feelings and really getting deep into it, and that's when I really truly fell in love with Beyonce.
I
So
agree. I agree because
yeah,
as a fan, I like them kind of the same shit that she keep coming out with. But when she had Blue Album, we knew she was having sex, and that's when it was all like, okay,
yeah.
girl.
Right.
And or like, you know, with oh gosh, my favorite song from her is Blow. That's my
Mm.
Girl, that
absolute
song
Yeah.
is
favorite
nasty.
song. Yes, I
I
know.
kiss you when
Yeah.
you
All
wanna kiss me.
right.
Let me tell you because that's like I really connected with her in that time frame because I'm married, she's married, and she's enjoying having married life tendencies.
And
So
married relations.
married
Sex.
relations. So it was really I really connected her with her in that time. I was like, I learned one thing from this. I texted this to Jonathan one day. So I learned only one thing from this album. Beyonce is horny. And that's all right.
Yes, it
I
is.
like that. But you haven't heard a whole lot from Usher that takes things in depth. Just think about his music, like the caught ups and the you know, confessions and all that stuff.
Oof. See, Confessions was such a big album. That album was
It
so good.
was.
I
But
don't
what
think
about
he's had the one
Right.
after that that really kind of matched it or went above that.
Right, and
Exactly.
I'm thinking that that's why "You Got It Bad" was such a big hit for him because it sounded like one of those types of songs,
Mhm.
but for him, I don't think it
We were
really
so
was
young when
those types of songs.
that song
Okay.
came out.
But
But I didn't, even when he tried to be like papers, I didn't care for it. I'm writing papers, papers.
Yeah, like
You need some auto tune, Usher.
right. Yeah, for me, like, my favorite Usher song is, "You Make Me Wanna," like, that song
yeah,
just goes there for me,
'cause it
but
crossed over
for
to pop.
right, yeah, but for me, like, Usher, I was never really that big of a fan of Usher's because his music never really touched me like that, like, I get more out of Rihanna's music than I do from Usher's
Now
music, and to
let's
me,
keep
that's
it
saying
funky. Cause
like
Rihanna, let's be real. With Rihanna,
Unfaithful.
she's had music like, you gotta get into the album.
Come on, come on,
My
baby.
you know
Unapologetic. When we get to
Oh,
Unapologetic,
yes.
right, that album is
that's the
just
Yo,
album.
no, no, my album is loud.
Now
l
Loud was
lou
Loud. I
right,
had an
loud
old friend, we're not cool no more, but she don't be understand. Let me tell you, loud,
Mm,
loud, every song, California King Bed.
come on.
right, like, she
California King
sang
Bed
that
is
But
that,
song.
or the other one when she's like, oh, I can't think of it's not that I'm talking about. I can't think of it. But that album right there, every emotion that you want to have, sad, cry, laugh, hurt, and fight,
Right.
it's on that album.
Complicated was my jam. I
Oh,
what
love
the first
album
one, yes,
that
Lord,
song.
complicated.
what
Sing a
album
little, sing
had
it,
that
Jonathan.
song, Who Are We Living For?
It was on Good Girl Gone Bad. Who am I
That song
living for? And that was her third
It's
album.
it's just it's just like one of those songs that make you just want to question, like, so what is all of this for? It's not just about breaking up with somebody. No, this is just the
Excuse me,
questions that
sorry.
I have within me that still
R-
exist.
right. And
So
I'm pretty sure Neo wrote that song for her as well. Like
I'm
yeah,
pretty
but
sure. Just because she
she
but
was by
why did
herself.
collaborates with writers like almost the best out of any artist
the
that
best?
that I know
Agreed.
She
of.
has to.
But I say all this to say that Usher never had any depth like those people, which is
You
why.
know, okay. I agree with you, Jennifer, about Usher, but
But
now,
okay,
look, I ain't paying for no concert. So I mean, I agree totally with you guys about Usher. Like he never had the depth. But I will say, '90s and early 2000s, Usher was a.
yeah, it was.
After that,
Absolutely.
like
But you got to start somewhere, and eventually you got to take us somewhere too. I never got on his train because he wasn't going nowhere. It was the
look,
Right.
same lane, literally from when
it's
he
going in
started.
circles.
Like
Absolutely.
I would put Usher in the same category as Trey Songz. Like they just have that generic.
No, 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 not
You
my
wouldn't?
baby. No,
Oh no, with the exception of his first album, because his first album was
no.
all of that.
Everything.
His
That
first
last
album was
album
everything.
from Trey
Yeah,
Songz.
I'll take that back. Yeah, Trey Songz is a
Let me tell
deeper
you,
artist than Usher
that
is.
album did not go where it needed to go, but that album was. I mean, it's all about sex, regardless. I mean, it's not. It's going. I guess you're right. I'm going in circles again, but I really go in circles with Trey Songz and Usher. Okay, I would
Yeah.
tumble around like a dryer with Trey Songz.
Right.
Let me tell you,
Right.
actually, he has a song called "Circles" on his last album, and it's very good.
Wow.
I need to hear it.
That last album, you guys, from beginning to you probably skip maybe one or two songs out of the whole 13 songs on the album. The album is good. If I'm saying it's good, it's good. Now, be ready to be turned on even when in the midst of you cleaning your house, listening to it, because Trey Songz, I don't know what happened when he cut his hair, but he became this kind of symbol for me. But
Right.
anyhow, I think we should give more props to T-Pain because that man can really sing. Okay, well, they're
Right.
together.
And,
Yeah.
and that's why the auto tune works so well for him, because he actually can.
Yes.
So it works better for people that actually can do the runs and all that stuff.
Right,
Or
because it enhances
Beyonce
what you
can't.
already
Yeah.
have. Right.
Now, Regina, don't get on my nerves with that comic child.
You
Uh-oh.
gotta say,
I,
Mike,
I
go
was
again.
reading it, I was ignoring it, but
About to go.
okay, you're about to be on my bad side.
Uh-oh. We don't want that now.
We don't want that. It's all love.
Okay, I'm about to be like Monique, my baby.
Ooh.
Say my love. Put your hands around yourselves.
And I don't like you.
Cause I stand on the shoulders of
Okay.
Jennifer and
I stand.
okay.
Right.
But T-Pain won the first season of Masked Singer.
Yes,
So
because he can sing.
he can sing. But auto-tune wasn't really, he was the only one doing it at the time so big. He was on, and I kind of think this is where it came from. I don't think it messed up music. It was just T-Pain was on everybody's feature. He had every song. It was so much of it. It was like, okay, we're all tired of it this time.
Okay.
Right.
Things he said, definitely auto-tune. That's kind of when his career took a tumble. But now everybody's doing it.
Himself. Everybody love him again because, well, he's a funny dude. I just really enjoy him. I think he's just a really
his stories
good
are
dude.
very good.
He has an amazing sense of humor. Amazing sense of humor.
Yes, I have a different respect for him today. Listening to his stories on the podcast. Well, I don't watch the podcast, but people put like links of things up on TikTok, and I'm a TikToker, so when I see him talk about it, I'm like, okay, he's actually has one of those honest and true connections, not those scripted things that everybody be reading, Jada. Right. So yeah, I respect T-Pain. T-Pain's a good person, and
he's an innovator.
He would definitely. I don't know if he would be where he was before, but he, you know what?
No, his money.
If he can come out with an album that him with both auto-tune and him regular singing, but be a good album and put some good features on there, like do a Beyonce feature or Rihanna feature. I mean, all those people you work for and work with, put them on the album. I mean, that album will be so dope.
But his money is still long.
The money is not going nowhere.
All that producing and writing, and now that he's independent, when he's doing shows by himself. So all that's coming to him. So as far as like fame and all that stuff,
would you pay to go see him?
Would I pay to see him?
Absolutely.
Well, just tell me how it is.
Absolutely. Well, he has all these hits under his belt.
Yeah, I do like.
And the hits are not just like, that was real cute. No, I'm talking about huge stuff.
Right. I just want him to let me do the backgrounds for. I just want him to let me do the backgrounds for Up Down. Like those backgrounds.
I love that song.
Are everywhere for me and mine. Like it's like nobody does that. Like come on, that song is my jam.
Oh,
and I have to mention the last few minutes. And in the briefing, we're talking about Anita Baker.
Yes.
Right now, she's also doing a show in Vegas, and people have been posting clips. Let me tell you, these icons, these living legends,
come on,
still sound amazing today.
She sound like herself. Yes, she do.
And if anybody, well, I'm not saying anybody know me but I'm an R&B person. But Anita Baker,
come on. Yeah. It's Sunday. I don't know a lot of words, but baby, when I fuck come on, I do not skip, okay? Angel, you're my angel. Yes. I mean, she just puts me in a space. If I'm pissed off, I will definitely listen to Kim and Anita Baker and some gospel music, and I would be like so calm. Yeah.
Like it just forget up for the living, because these living legends do not get enough props. And really, now that it's Pride Month, Jeff, I'm gonna take over your show real quick. But now that it's Pride Month, I want to give a shout out to the deceased right now, but Luther Vandross.
Yes.
What he did it? Luther Vandross. He is one of the. He's not a pioneer for being gay because nobody really knew, but we all knew. But I feel better he didn't get to live his life how he wanted to, and that man is so talented.
So talented,
and his music lives on today. Luther Vandross can sing anybody under anything.
Even Whitney.
Right, even Whitney.
There was one time, him, Whitney, and I think
Dionne Warwick. Was that Pam? Friends.
I think they both were there, the four of them.
Right.
And Whitney went off or whatever. It was real cute, but
Luther was saying pins of actual straight women that I think knew that and didn't care that he was.
Yeah,
they just wanted to hear that voice.
Patty, no.
Okay.
I remember what Beyonce said when she worked with Luther, because even my girl worked with Luther Vandross on
Yes, yes, she
his
did.
song.
On
With
their
the
Okay, the song
team
Target
up.
for the album.
Trio.
Okay, Regina, she
Ah!
Okay.
she worked with legends too. She said,
She
"I ain't
said, "I ain't
scared,
scared,
Mike."
Mike." Like she
But
said, Luther
she said when
Vandross'
she
house
went to
is
the
not a home.
studio, she was watching us studio. She's like, ooh, I love those shoes. I was like, yes,
All right.
come from the Queen mouth about Luther.
Regina said Luther Vandross, "A How Does Not a Home" song.
Oh
Oh
yes,
Lord, that's some good music.
how it come on.
It
Do,
is.
do,
It
do,
is.
do,
Well,
do.
right. Well, oh, and speaking of Anita Bader, we did want to announce that she does own the rights to her
Yes,
masters, thanks to Chance the Rapper. Chance
yes.
the Rapper helped her out with that, and she announced that at a concert
That's
a couple days
beautiful.
ago. So
And
yeah,
I
that
love when
is
people are so like these living legends
That's
give props to the up and coming legends.
yeah
yeah.
to the young
So
people.
But
yeah,
that's what we all should be doing. We should be uplifting each other and also not looking for the
Monique, Jada.
not looking
Mm,
for the shine, because that young man, Chance the Rapper, he could have gotten on the line and been like, "Hey, Snapchat, it wouldn't be Snapchat. It'll be Instagram."
right.
He'd say,
TikTok.
"Hey,
It might be all of it.
TikTok, everybody and their mama, I did this for Anita Baker." Now
Right.
you know. No, it's like, no, it's not done for
The
those
show,
For the
reasons.
attention.
It's done because she deserves her rights.
right?
She fought for
Exactly.
them. I see you fighting. Let me assist in your fight as your brother or sister, as a legend that needs assistance.
And that gets more respect than anybody should know. When you do something for somebody,
Absolutely.
and especially when that
Exactly.
person goes out in the public and tell people what you did for them,
Yeah,
and you wasn't expecting it
child.
Hmm.
from a legend
A
From a
legend.
legend.
who is still
Yes.
here and sound like she just stepped on the scene yesterday.
Come on.
Okay.
Yes, Anita Baker. I hate that we missing her. Lord Jesus.
I
I know.
know.
Well, she's probably gonna have to residency for a while. I think she performed like almost every night.
No, she only had like a few shows. Believe me, we
Oh,
looked
really?
into
A few
my dad wanted
shows.
to go, and
Oh,
it just was not gonna work out. It was just this month, a few dates in this month.
well, you can always go
Yeah.
on YouTube and watch it live. You know,
Right. That's the best we can do. But we want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining
Yeah.
us. Again, make sure you share this video, get it out to all your friends, all your social media platforms. Make sure you get it out there and subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. Mike, give us your social media platforms.
yes, my name is Michael, and my social media platforms. Let me just apologize in the beginning, right now before we go any further. I know I've been bouncing around this camera tonight, but I had me a good old nap. Okay, when I
Okay.
say a good nap, when I was laying in the bed in the fetal position,
Right.
watching TikTok, and TikTok was watching me as well. But
Okay.
I'm sorry if I'm like everywhere. Anywho, my name is Michael, and you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at Mr. Real 121. That's MRREAL 121. And if anybody in there wants to have a night out with Michael, you can also find me on those. Hit me in the DM.
All right. Jennifer, give us your social media contacts.
Yeah, how are you doing? Yeah, I am the light of the Leo. You will
Yes.
find that on Instagram as well as TikTok, and of course on YouTube. I should be posting this weekend from Light of the Leo. My channel, I realized I didn't have a channel just for me, so here I be.
Now it's coming.
All
You're
right.
Now,
welcome.
all you fine fellas out there who are single and ready to mingle, Jonathan, hit it.
Thank you for my introduction, Boo. So you can find me on Instagram, Jojo underscore 3020. I'm also on TikTok, Jojo underscore 3020 underscore. I'm also on Facebook. Find me, Jonathan Lee. Just type in Jonathan Lee in the search bar, and my name will pop up, and so will my profile. Also, make sure if you want to also reach out to me, you can reach out to me by email, williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. If you want to reach out to me for any reason under the sun,
Any
use those
reason under the
platforms to
sun.
do that. Yes, I am single, so if you're interested, please let me know. Anyways,
Yes.
so Want to read that comment real quick before we say
Regina
bye
said,
bye?
"Night night, y'all. This Zantax is kicking in now. I'm gonna sleep well.
All
All
right.
right.
I'll see y'all at the pink tonight.
So make sure you yes, the pink tonight. P
I'm gonna
Valley
have
is
it
coming
on.
back 12 midnight tonight. I cannot wait to see my man, Lil Murder, J. Alphonse Nicholson. He is so fun.
Well, I'll
Woo,
be
but
quick little eye, quick little eye.
yeah.
Hop back eye. I'll be on somebody.
Mississippi Prime. Yeah, but yes, make sure you join us next week, 9:30 p.m. Thursday night for the same hot topic. Well, not the same hot topics, we're gonna be talking about something different next week. So for
Of
new
course.
hot topics and new social commentary discussions.
With the same
But
faces.
yes, exactly. Same time, same place, same beautiful faces. But until then, we will have a wonderful night by ourselves. So good night,
Happy
y'all.
Pride, Happy
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 Pride.
Pride. Yes, happy
We
Pride.
got
Bye,
to love
all month
y'all.
long,
y'all.
baby.
How y'all doing?
Yes.